Let not. June 6, 2020 by Anna von Reitz. Even as a little kid when I read those words, "Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid," I sensed there was a greater reason he told us that. Our Lord told us to react in the exact opposite way than what would be expected during a time full of war and strife, pestilence and natural disaster. Think about that. He said, don't react to it. Don't let all these terrible things happening disturb you. Hold steady. Be calm. Fear nothing. And as always, I take him at his word. Anyone else might lie to you. Anyone else might be wrong. But when he tells you to do the exact opposite of what would be expected, do the exact opposite. Be of good cheer. Smile. Go on about your business without a ripple. Do this because there is a reason, actually, many reasons, to do this at this time. The first and most obvious reason to do it is because he gave us instruction and told us what to do. The second reason is that it is best for you and your health and outlook. Being worried and fearful and cast down does nothing to help and everything to harm you. Such feelings put stress on your body and cause it to release chemicals that increase your inflammatory responses and adrenaline levels and serve to undermine your immune system overall. Be at peace and rest in the arms of your Father. The third reason is that being calm and unruffled in the midst of whatever disaster and not reacting to it puts you in control. People who are running around willy-nilly and squawking and panicking only harm themselves and others. They cause things like the great toilet paper shortage and similar disruptions that only make things worse. The fourth reason is that the evil ones eat the energy of our negative emotions like food. So by remaining calm and steady and unafraid deprives the beast of the energy it needs. We are in a spiritual war. You can't see your spiritual opponents with your eyes, but they exist, and every time you give into any violent or fearful emotion, you give them a 3-course dinner with dessert. So, send these demonic legions begging for their supper, hold your emotions in place, and stay strongly centered within your own strength. 2 days ago the largest U.S. flag in the world tore in half, just like the curtain in the temple. I told you that this is because the war flag is being replaced and you will soon see the peace flag instead. This is not a bad thing. This is a profoundly good thing. Last night, a bolt of lightning struck the Washington Monument for the first time since 1937. Portents upon portents. The U.S. is being given full warning to change its ways, but the U.S. is not America. That's right. The U.S. isn't a country. It's a huge, criminally mismanaged commercial corporation that has preyed upon its employers, its employees, and everyone else. America is our country. It's who we are. If you want to help yourself and help America, stand fast and in your imagination, see the pure white light of heaven pouring down on it and bathing everyone and everything, every rock, every tree, stem and leaf. See the divine white light coming from the west, rising up over the Pacific and traveling steadily eastward. See it embracing the Hawaiian Islands, flooding over the land and the people like a gentle wave, and then moving onward to the west coast. See the white light of heaven engulfing Big Sur and the redwoods and Long Beach, see the live oaks of La Jolla drenched in light. See the light moving steadily and surely up the Columbia River Gorge and spreading northward like a giant fan, until it covers all of Alaska, too, bright, white light, carrying every color of the rainbow, filling every shadow. Moving onward, see this incredible bright light moving over the Rockies, over Idaho, Montana, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and ever eastward. Over the Dakotas and Nebraska and Missouri and Kentucky and Kansas and Texas, see it spreading all the way up the Mississippi River and all over Minnesota. Bathing everyone in peace, mending broken hearts and restoring abundant health and life. Follow that light as it flows like water over Wisconsin and over the ruined dirty streets of Detroit in Michigan, see it shining down like a searchlight on Chicago and Illinois and Ohio and Iowa, steadily filling every pool of darkness. See it as it reaches Philadelphia and pours like honey over the farmland and forests. Watch as the white light of heaven sweeps on down south to Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, and then moves up the coast to Georgia and the Carolinas and through all the southeast, and instead of diminishing the bright, white light of heaven only shines brighter as it heads into the heart of darkness. The light washes onward and upward, striking like an overwhelming sea of light pouring over the Virginias and Oklahoma and Tennessee and Maryland, washing over Delaware and finally, Washington, D.C. Imagine the white light of heaven saturating every particle of Washington, D.C., every bit of Baltimore and NYC. Spreading back and up over upstate New York and without pausing, moving steadily onward through Massachusetts and Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Imagine every little bit of America bathed in the white light of heaven, all shining and bright and clean, no longer dirty, no longer depressed, no longer confused by any of the deceits and lies we've been told. See America shining like a star in the darkness of the world. See America empowered and glorious and unified by the light, singing a glad song, and not afraid of anything at all. Links to Anna's articles and resources can be found in the video description box. Thanks for watching, liking and sharing.